My husband said he'd leave me if his dead wife came back. We were at this potluck with friends, you know, the kind where everyone brings a dish, the wine's flowing, and the conversation's bouncing from one topic to another. It started light, just stories about old relationships, first loves, high school crushes, that sort of thing. At one point, I smiled and said how lucky I felt to have met my husband. I even joked that my track record with men was so bad, I never thought I'd get married at all. Everyone laughed, and I meant it. I really did feel lucky. Then he starts talking about his first wife. Everyone knows about her. She was his high school sweetheart. They got married young, and she died suddenly in her 20s from an aneurysm. It was tragic, and I've always respected the fact that she was a huge part of his life. I've never told him to stop talking about her, never acted jealous. I'm not heartless. I know grief isn't something you just get over. But then, out of nowhere, he drops this line. He says, if she walked through that front door right now, I'd pick up where we left off. I swear. In that moment, it felt like my heart got thrown into a blender. My stomach dropped, my chest tightened, and I could feel heat rushing to my face. The whole room went silent. You could actually feel the awkwardness, like everyone was holding their breath. And the worst part, he said it so casually, like it wasn't this earth-shattering thing to say in front of your wife and your friends and the mother of your kids. I forced out this laugh, because what else could I do? If I didn't, I was going to either break down crying right there or start yelling, but I could tell by the looks on our friends' faces that they all knew how much it stung. We stayed for maybe another 20 minutes, but I couldn't even hear half the conversation after that. It was just white noise while I sat there replaying his words over and over in my head. As soon as we got in the car, I went completely silent. I stared out the window, gripping my hands together so I wouldn't start shaking. When we got home, he kept asking what was wrong, but I told him I needed space. I said I didn't want to say something I couldn't take back, and that I'd talk to him in the morning. He didn't stop trying to talk, so I grabbed a blanket and slept on the couch. I stared at the ceiling for hours, feeling like my marriage just cracked open in front of a whole audience. Now it's morning. He's still asleep. I'm sitting here in the quiet, thinking about everything we've built, our home, our 2 kids, our years together, and wondering if all of that is just second place to a ghost. I've never asked him to stop loving her. I've never asked him to pretend she didn't exist. But to hear him say in front of everyone that he'd drop me in a heartbeat if she came back, that's not just grief talking. That's him telling me I was never his first choice. And the part that's eating me alive is, if that's truly how he feels, then what the hell are we even doing here?